this great meeting that we've had tonight. We've had Cameron McFadden, who's the Senior Vice President at TitleOne, Bob Rice, who's the Western Regional Counsel, and Andrew Ford, whose official title is Trust Services Team Leader. I'm Stacy with Swope Investment Properties, and what I found really compelling about tonight's meeting is the real key takeaway that Andrew said over the phone today is when you talk about owner carries, you got to really inherently realize you're not attached to the property anymore. You're not a landlord. You don't get to control what happens to the property or complain when they don't mow the grass. And you also have to remember the worst case scenario, look at it in advance and understand how that is going to affect you. And that's where these folks at TitleOne and your overall team is so important. Give us our takeaways, starting with you, Bob. What do people need to know about this topic?
I think my biggest takeaway, if you're thinking of doing a seller carry, make sure you engage the team, which would be your real estate professionals, your title company, and your tax attorneys.
I'd echo the same takeaway from my portion.
I would just say, yeah, just be prepared. Hopefully you don't end up in the worst case scenario, but I think the worst thing I see out there, the biggest mistake I see people make is they get to the worst case scenario and then realize what it is. So just know what you're getting into going in.
Do your homework in advance. Have TitleOne or someone like that service the note. Have your borrower include long-term escrow that collects for taxes and insurance so you don't have to worry about that. Do your due diligence up front and screen your borrower. Make sure they're putting some money down so they have a little bit of skin in the game. And then have your attorney review those boilerplate documents. As an agent, I've got boilerplate documents. TitleOne has boilerplate documents. But if you're going to go to your attorney at the end of the day when things go wrong, like Cameron said, you want to have them familiar with those documents in advance as well. And those are some real key takeaways. And of course, the 120 days is the process if you use a deed of trust and you have to foreclose. But in Idaho, there's a 115-day, what's it called? Cure period. So there's no acceleration. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Stacy.
Thank you.
Awesome.